I just wanted to share a little testimony with you tonight. I had a boy named Trevor that was working for me because I have my own construction business. He came from up north. He was kicked out of his home at the age 16, so he'd been on his own since he was 16 years old. Spent some time homeless, basically living in a culvert to get out of the weather and such. Well, he ended up here in the South. I ended up hiring him and a friend of his, both to come to work for me. I mean, this boy, I mean, he's 18 years old and you couldn't ask for a better worker. He was at work every day. He had a good head on his shoulder. And folks, literally, he just basically had the clothes that were on his back at the time. But the reason I want to share this to you, in the short 2 months and 2.5 months that me and my guys, and when I say guys, I mean grown men in construction, that we got to know him, had such an impact on our lives. I mean, this kid didn't even know about God. Nobody had ever talked to him about God. So he got to learn about God on his journey here. And before it was over, he loved the Lord and was in the Word. But folks, what I'm trying to tell you is, you know, he passed away. He just died yesterday, which is July the 30th, 2021. He was born February 22nd, 2003. And he worked so hard, and he did things, he did acts of kindness. He would help this, he'd go to church with this little old man, and then after church, he'd go to his house and do work around there. He did things like that and never asking for anything in return, folks. He did it because he was a good person. And my point to you is, you don't have to be a minister or a teacher or a Sunday school teacher. You don't have to have the most knowledge of the Bible to be out, and you don't have to be the best looking or have the most money to be a witness for God. He was a witness for God, and he didn't even know it. And he was so infectious to us, and we loved him so much. Only knew him 2 months. And he was in an automobile accident yesterday, and he passed away on the scene. And man, I tell you what, it just devastated us. I've just never seen anything like it before. And that just tells you, no matter how bad of a start you have in life, that doesn't have to be the end of your story. That doesn't have to be your finish line, folks. God has given us all a choice, and he chose to overcome his circumstance. He chose to have a relationship with God before it was over with. He chose to be nice. He chose to be kind. He chose to help others, folks. It is a choice, and I know that he is in heaven with God today,